Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution, or Uganda playthrough episode 55, with the series potentially the last episode, because we're pushing in on the capital now. We've got a lot of forces right around there, but we've still got to get to the head of state barracks and bust through that, the bunker here. So, not as defended as I thought it would be, but I did see Egypt pull some troops out of here in an attempt to try and stall us or stop us. At this point, we're kind of like destroying all the troops that are trying to leave the nearby bases and cities with all of our missile launchers that are prepped in the area. So that's really what's doing it. It's pretty damn nice. We just got to keep it like that while as I continue to bring forces in. Although it looks like all I have in the area now is tanks. I don't see any infantry there. So I would have to get infantry up there. I could do that real quick. Let's go ahead and pull some infantry from someplace. Yeah, every single troop on the thing here is for some reason trying to move. I don't really know why. Hopefully it doesn't affect us. I don't know how many troops I need. I think that's probably good enough. I'm just going to stay zoomed in here because if I'm zoomed out, the game just gets real weird. I mean, it could be because I'm recording at the same time. My recording software is a pretty big resource hog, so. Alright, we'll allocate these guys to this military base right here. Up nice and close and personal with the enemy. Still just tanks here because I have nothing else. I thought I had infantry. I guess I just lost them. Definitely having no problem taking out their stuff, though. Let's go ahead and destroy their air base here. And I'll take my fighters and go after this base. The more bases I can destroy, the better. Alright, so that's another base down. Let's have our fighters take these missile launchers out. And here comes our reinforcements. How's this battle going? Not bad. A lot of troops in the regional parliament, though. Probably troops in the police headquarters as well. Let's just deal with this real quick. They're splitting their forces, so now's our chance to probably stop them. But then we need to consolidate all our forces, or we're not going to take these guys out. Hell, we're not even going to win. They actually pushed us out. Damn.
You gave the order to bomb.
Alright, what do I got for soldiers? Let's start sending soldiers into Cairo.
The city has fallen.
Right there. We'll have them come in from this way. Another group of soldiers, which we'll have coming in from this way. Is there anything else that needs to be destroyed? We've got all the military bases and the air base destroyed in the area. So it's just other cities. We're kind of going to have to put up with that. Yeah, they can't even get anything out of their bases now. I love it. I need to buy more missiles, don't I? Hell yeah, I do. We actually need to hurry because I'm running out of missiles. And since the game doesn't seem to be charging me, or it doesn't seem to be reflecting in my budget. I haven't looked at this in forever. Actually, we've lost a lot of the budget excess. Good. Probably because of our constant war and just how large the country is. All the more reason to finish this off before we really start losing control. Alright, troops are heading in. Got some tanks too, but they're not going to do nearly as good. I'm not even going to waste my time going for the other buildings. We're just going to start meeting outside of the head of state residence with whatever we've got. I need these troops to head in as well. Send them in that way. The heck, bomb my tanks over there. Do I have to destroy this military base too? I can have the fighters do that. I think I just had them set up to do that. Yeah, if we don't get the missile situation under control, we're not going to be able to control these. See, they're sending units out of these other cities to reinforce their capital. And that's what these missile launchers are basically doing at this point. Firing missiles at these groups so that they can't reinforce the capital. But I think we're out of missiles. And if that's the case, it's about to get really bad. Especially because all my missile launchers are going to die. They're not prepared to fight these armies. Let's send our tanks up to try and stop these groups. Some helicopters as well. Buy us a little bit of time. Yeah, more tanks. And then let me actually grab the fighters. Yeah, we have no missiles. So it is what it is now. We've got to hurry up and use what we've got here to take these guys out. I'm going to push for the bunker right now. I don't know how many troops are in there, but I can't wait. They're going to be reinforcing them any second. We need to get our guys to the head of state to sort of dig in and get ready to hold the ground. Without any missiles, we can't stop these troops from coming in and reinforcing. There's a lot of them heading in right now to try and save the capital. Our troops are converging there as well, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to see what's happening. I don't know who's winning and losing. Here comes more troops. I've got 24k tanks if I can buy us time. I'm going to have this missile launcher group try to run into these tanks. Missile launchers are absolutely terrible at fighting off tanks usually. But they can buy time. I'll try to capture this base if I can up here. Yep, here they come. Some commandos coming in. Try to dig into the museum a bit. If we take a few more buildings, the AI might waste some time when they enter trying to take these buildings back.
The city has fallen.
We'll go for the bank. We don't have much longer till it's captured, right? Oh boy, we almost got it, guys. We've almost got it. Okay, how are we looking out here? Whew, lots of stuff moving in, but our tanks and stuff, you see you got tanks and soldiers on the outside, they are buying us time. No missiles, we're all completely out. I got some more soldiers. Let's use them to try and take these tanks out. And I'm going to grab these tanks up to go after these groups of tanks up here. Ooh, they're starting to push us back down here too because I'm so focused up here. But oh, there it is. We took the capital. Awesome. All right, so as long as we can hold it before the peace treaty goes through. This isn't the right one, obviously. We need full integration. So it's just about holding it now. Oh my god, they're actually trying to like burn the city to the ground. Oh, there's a lot of forces coming in.
The city has fallen. It's been impossible for us to resist the advance.
Ooh, we've got some missiles that just went through. To be purchased because everybody fired their missiles at once. Whew, game froze up there for a second. Yeah, nice. How many missiles do we have? A pretty good amount. Okay, we got to quickly put everybody on defense mode, all the missile launchers, so they can utilize these missiles that they just got. And let's get another set of missile launchers up here. Awesome. So that might have just secured our victory. You can see they're going back into Cairo right now and trying to take it back. But we've got a lot of troops stationed here. All those troops, as soon as we took the capital, all those troops that were queued up to enter the city entered it, because that's how it works, essentially. So all of our troops garrisoned it. They'd have a hell of a time taking it back before the treaty goes through. There it is. Egypt surrendered.
Did a good job.
Wow. Oh boy. Oh no. Just wait for the treaty to go through. I'm going to click on this here so I don't lag the hell out of the game. Oh, wow. Well, we did it, guys. We absolutely did it. Took a little longer than I expected. I think taking Egypt in general took roughly, I don't know, 4 episodes or 3 episodes. It was a lot. Yeah, there's the peace treaty. Wait till it's fully integrated. I want to see the death toll. I know you guys probably want to see it too. It's pretty intense. Can I get it? War with Egypt. So we lost 284,000 men. The enemy losses are estimated to be 274,000. Wow. I wanted to see if the Battle of Cairo. I want to see if we could find how much it cost us in money too. We spent a lot. Take a look at the budget. 679,000 is our budget excess. It was significantly higher, but we had a pretty high treasury reserve. I think a lot of that was because of the glitch, but it seemed like it was kind of reverting itself. It did it in the past before. Some of you guys might remember earlier in the series, we had the same exact thing happen, but it like reverted itself, and it looked like maybe it was going that route again. Capturing all these countries might have had an effect as well. So the Ministry of Defense has estimated 367,000 civilian and military casualties during the conflict with Egypt. It cost us a total of $460 million. That's insane, but there it is, guys. All of Africa under Uganda. Whew. What an accomplishment. Finally done, though. So a couple of you were mentioning, obviously, these islands are kind of considered part of the African continent. Madagascar, of course. Not going to worry about it at this point. I'm just 100% burnt out from the campaign. It was a long and brutal campaign. I started this like 2 months ago, but it's finally finished. We had a lot of bugs. We had a lot of different things go through. I had to alter certain things to kind of keep the game running and working, but we did it. So that's good. Obviously, the biggest bug ended up being the Puntland Free Front bug that we got. That kind of sucked. Messing with it off camera, I couldn't seem to get it to clear, even using the Gods and Spies, so I think it was completely borked. I don't know if actually fighting all the camps and stuff would have cleared it. We are technically still at war with Spain, but I didn't really want to play that out because that wasn't part of the... I set everything up to kind of hold them off, although they are pushing through. You can see. They are pushing us through. But, you know, we're doing all right. But I didn't want to completely play that out because it wasn't really part of the objective, and I just wanted to focus on getting what was, I felt, the conclusion for the series. Uniting all of the African mainland continent here underneath the banner of the Ugandan flag, which, by the way, was a fantastic looking flag. So it's complete. It's done. This is as far as I wanted to go. I understand there's other areas that are like considered part of Africa. I just wanted to capture the mainland. I'm burnt out. We're completely done. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. So we had finished off with a population of 2.9 billion. We had a GDP of, I don't know, 12 trillion. Holy crap. 11 million square miles, 291 regions. We had 8% of the world's GDP, which actually isn't a lot when you consider the fact that we own all of Africa. We had a growth of 80%. Oh, excuse me. Unemployment. It's late. That's late. I'm playing this late into the night. Unemployment was at 4%, which is pretty good because at one point that got completely bugged out. Inflation 82%. Not good, but honestly, not that bad for me just going around capturing all these countries and how much we have in our treasury and stuff. I'm shocked that it's not up above 100% inflation. So we got GDP per capita here, CO2 emissions. Our army, so we did lose 300,000 because we had 1.6 million when we started the war with Egypt. We're down to 1.3. We had developed 102 or 22 nuclear weapons. Here's our happiness ranking here. It's way better than when we started the game. We were at 163. We left off at 115. We probably could have improved on this more if the game wasn't so buggy and we weren't constantly cycling presidents. I would have been a lot more apt to try and invest money into infrastructure and stuff like that. But once we had the budget kind of go nuts, and then there was no repercussions for doing anything because we just kept getting new presidents because of the conflict bug. it just sort of kind of terminated that whole point of the game. And then at this point, it just felt like it was part of the military aspect to try and take everybody over. I went for Egypt, obviously, with just my regular army versus using commandos. At least not heavily using commandos to drop on the capital, simply because I wanted to play it out like that and see what it'd be like to kind of really do a military campaign. And that was a lot of fun. And I want to play the game like that a lot more in the future. A lot of the reasons I use commandos sometimes was just to clean up certain areas where I didn't want to sit there and play it out like that. You saw how long it took to take Egypt. It was like 4 episodes of just going after Egypt. So you can imagine that if I did that for every single country, this would be like a 300 episode series. And frankly, some of you might think you like that, but I can assure you, you probably wouldn't enjoy it as much as you think you might. A lot of people got burnt out after, just 10 or 15 videos. So imagine like 300, it'd be overkill. And I know we're all excited and ready to get into the whatever country I'm going to play next and the new campaign we're going to be doing. And I wanted to do that as well. So for those of you that were wondering, I am going to be playing a new campaign. Chances are by the time you've watched this video, I've already put the poll up and had you guys vote on the next country. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but chances are if you're watching this, you already know, because I'm going to release the poll early so that way I can hurry up and get set up for the next campaign and ready to go. So by the time you guys are watching this, I'll already be getting ready to roll with what I'm going to do. I've got a couple really unique ideas just to give a few examples, and these are some that will probably show up on the poll. One was to play as Germany, try to essentially do like World War III and go after like Europe, push for all of that. Not do a world conquest or anything. You can see how hard it was just to take Uganda. It'd just be a pain to do a world conquest. World conquest would just be really it wouldn't be as enjoyable as you guys think. It'd be super time consuming. It really would. Because you got all these little countries and stuff. I mean, maybe someday for like a live stream or something, but definitely not a video series. Just take way too long. I'd get too burnt out. I feel like I'd get just disinterested. I don't think it'd be fun watching that. And I don't think it'd be fun for me to play it. But to do small campaigns and stuff, I really enjoy that. Taking over all of Africa was kind of stretching my stretching my limits for what I want to do in this game, because the funnest part of this game is like starting with a new country and building up and getting everything set up and stuff. And then the conquering part kind of just goes as it goes. But so Germany, and then make a goal of like taking over the United Kingdom, Russia, and America, like essentially going after the old allies. Obviously, there's a few more countries in there, but just sticking with the main ones, The other one was starting the game, modifying the game so that there's a 0% birth rate, so that no countries have a birth rate. Nobody's being born, and then seeing how long each country survives with the current populations they have. I don't know how the game limitations will actually affect that, but I think it would be interesting to try it. I'd pick a country to play as, maybe a smaller country someplace, and then basically see if I can outlive every other country in the world. I'd have to obviously do things like expand into countries with high populations simply just to keep myself alive. So that would be really interesting. And then it would put a lot more of an emphasis on things like losing soldiers, because every person that dies is obviously one person out of your population you're losing. So there could be a lot of interesting implications to that. And I think it's definitely the one I'm more geared towards, but we'll see what you guys think for the poll. And then a lot of people want to see me replay Venezuela. There was a Greenland playthrough people wanted to see me play, but I don't know what the challenge would be for playing Greenland. What was the other one? Syria, obviously, and then try to take over most of what is considered the Middle East region. Trying to think what else. Micronesia, which was a small country. I don't even know. Someplace down here. A Micronesia playthrough. Any of these small island countries, the Bahamas, Cuba would be fun, and try to take over the United States. Do a Cuba playthrough. We'd have to conquer regions around here to sort of grow ourselves, and then eventually go after the United States, do like a military attack like we did with Egypt. Go through Florida and kind of push to DC. That'd be really, really tough. Yeah, so that's some of them. I don't know if there's anything else. I'd like to stay out of Africa maybe for now. I'm sure you guys will have. I'll go back and read a lot of your guys' suggestions too. Got a couple of things. Oh, play as the Ukraine and take try to push after Russia. That'd be fun too. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Nice. You'll know what we're gonna be doing by the time you watch this. So nice. I probably didn't have to list all those off, but here we are. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me. Thank you for sticking out this campaign. Really excited. If you obviously stuck the whole thing out, you're going to want to stick around so you can catch the future Geopolitical Simulator 4 playthroughs that I'll be doing. And obviously consider hitting subscribe as well. Hitting the like button on these videos, because that's what's going to keep me coming back and playing this type of content for you guys. When I know you like it, it gets me excited to keep playing it and keep digging into it. With that being said, thank you all for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you next time.